Welcome to America Today. The Tampa Bay Buccaneers just had an absolutely insane offensive season, one for the record books. But guess what? They're not satisfied. Today, we're going to break down their blueprint to take an already historic offense and somehow make it even more unstoppable for 2025.
I mean, that's the million-dollar question in sports, isn't it? When you're already at the top of the mountain, what's next? Well, for the Buccaneers, the answer seems pretty simple. Find an even higher peak. So let's dive into how they plan on getting there. To really get what they're trying to do next, you got to appreciate just how good they were. The 2024 Bucs offense wasn't just, good. It was a legitimate record-setting juggernaut. They were consistently a top 5 unit in pretty much every category that matters.
Now, this right here, this is what separates them from everybody else. The Bucs became the only team in NFL history to complete over 70% of their passes and average over 5 yards every time they ran the ball in the same season. I mean, that blend of crazy efficiency through the air and raw power on the ground is what made them almost impossible to stop.
So who was the conductor of this incredible orchestra? None other than Baker Mayfield, in what has to be one of the most stunning comeback seasons we've seen in a long, long time. He wasn't just managing the game. He was the engine, playing with unbelievable swagger and accuracy. Just take a second and look at these numbers. Career highs all over the place. Throwing for over 4,500 yards and 40-plus touchdowns, that puts you in some seriously rare air. We're talking about a list with only 9 other quarterbacks on it in the history of the NFL. It was just a spectacular year for the former #1 pick. And look, it wasn't just about the stats on paper. It was the jaw-dropping plays. There was this one moment against the 49ers. He somehow escapes the clutches of a superstar like Nick Bosa and still manages to make a huge throw. Tom Brady was actually calling the game, and he was just blown away, calling it one of the best plays he'd ever seen. I mean, that's some pretty high praise coming from the GOAT himself. Of course, a great quarterback can't do it all alone, right? He's only as good as the weapons around him, and let me tell you, this receiving core is absolutely loaded. It's almost not fair, really. It's an embarrassment of riches. And you have to start with the main man, the cornerstone, Mike Evans. This guy isn't just a star, he's a living legend. In 2024, he got his 11th straight 1,000-yard season. That ties the great Jerry Rice for the all-time NFL record. Think about that for a second. That level of consistency. It's just legendary.
But hold on, it doesn't stop there. Not even close. You've got Godwin, who is an absolute beast at catching the ball in traffic and getting yards after the catch. Then there's Jalen McMillan, a rookie last year who just caught fire, scoring 7 touchdowns in the last 5 games alone. And when injuries popped up, their first-round pick, Emeka Egbuka, stepped right in and looked like a legit #1 guy. The depth they have is just wow. But a truly elite offense needs that balance, While the passing game was flying high, the running game was totally revolutionized by a rookie who just took the entire league by storm. Okay, so you see this number, 90.8. What does that even mean? Well, it was Bucky Irving's grade from Pro Football Focus. It means that PFF looked at every single rookie in the entire 2024 draft class and said he was the best one. Not just the best running back, the best rookie, period.
And a huge reason why he got that incredible grade was this number, 76. That's how many tackles he forced defenders to completely miss, the most of any rookie in the league. Trying to bring this guy down was an absolute nightmare for defenses.
And to really put his elusiveness into perspective, check this out. Defenders missed their tackle on Bucky Irving over 37% of the time they tried. That wasn't just the best rate for a rookie. It was the best in the entire league. That's just insane. And here's what makes this so incredibly dangerous. He wasn't alone. You pair Bucky Irving's explosive style with the do-it-all game of Rachaad White, who also had over 1,000 yards from scrimmage, and boom, you have one of the most dynamic and versatile backfields in all of football.
Okay, so you have a historic offense, a star quarterback playing out of his mind, and weapons literally everywhere. How on earth do you get better? Well, it starts with a new plan from a new guy calling the shots. So the Bucs promoted Josh Grizzard to be their new offensive coordinator. He was the pass game coordinator last year, so he knows all the players and the system inside and out. Basically, his job is to take all this incredible talent and find brand new ways to attack defenses. This chart right here really tells the story of the 2024 offense. They were masters of the short game, ranking second best in the entire NFL in yards after the catch.
But they were also pretty conservative, ranking way down at 29th in how far they threw the ball downfield. Their whole game plan was like death by 1,000 paper cuts. And that brings us to the blueprint for 2025. The goal is simple: start pushing the ball downfield more. They know they can dominate the short game. Now they want to add more of those big, explosive, deep shots to create a truly unstoppable and balanced attack. So you put it all together: the record-setting quarterback, the legendary receiver, the young studs, that dominant running game, and a new plan to be even more explosive. It really makes you wonder, doesn't it? Is the trip to the Super Bowl the only logical conclusion for this team?
But that's what we want to hear from you. Do you think this Buccaneers offense has what it takes to win it all in 2025? Drop your predictions and your thoughts down in the comments section below. We really do read every single one.
And that's going to do it for this explainer. If you enjoyed it and want more content just like this, make sure you hit that like button, share it with a friend, and of course, subscribe to America Today so you never miss an update. Thanks for watching.